Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Entertainment only, that's purely for legal reasons there. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, what do we want to have a look at today? Well, first of all, the yellow tie guy from that I mentioned in a video yesterday, Jeff Loundry from Louisiana, the Louisiana governor. His dress sense leaves a lot to be answered for, but let's not dress shaming. So apparently he was there with Felon 45 in regards to an investment by the car company Hyundai into Louisiana, which I'm pretty sure didn't just happen overnight. I'm sure Hyundai had been looking at it for quite a while before they made the announcement. Although Felon 45 is claiming that it was under his watch, very much his modus operandi, claiming successes, and anything that goes wrong is always somebody else's fault. A lot of information coming out about the signal texting chain. Tulsi Gabbard and whatever else his name was in front of the congressional committee saying, oh, there was nothing secret on there, there was nothing sensitive, etc., blah, 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 blah. Well, the Jeffrey Goldberg from The Atlantic has released the entire text chain for that particular incident. I'm sure he's got more because this is not the only time they've used it. I can just about guarantee that. But this is the only time, this is the first time they've been caught. Gabbard, etc., and Felon 45 and Hegseth, etc., are all saying, oh, there was no private, there was no confidential security information on there. So Jeffrey Goldberg said, yeah, sure enough, here we go. Here is all of it. Included everything. Times, locations, the troops, the missiles, the you name it, lots of what would probably be very sensitive information. I've put a link to it, not the Atlantic article because it's behind a firewall, but one that gives the outline of the text in my post section. So if you click on maighstirtarot under any video, and it'll take you to the main page, and it's either called posts or communities depending on which version of YouTube you have. So it's in under there. Okay, but what I want to have a look at in this particular reading, goodness me, where do I start? Golden Universal Tarot is what I'm using for those that want to know the decks. As expected, US has announced that the Felon 45 regime has announced they're going to lift some sanctions on Russia, banking, agriculture, and fertilizer sanctions. Well, okay, might as well lift a lot then. However, what the agreement is, Russia has come out and said that they will. So it's in an agreement to lift. This is what was it? Gabbard and whoever else's name was over in Russia. Oh, surprise, surprise. They also happen to be on that texting chain as well. And the only military person on that texting chain, I think out of 12 or 13 people, was the acting joint chief of staff for the military. So all the rest of them were not military people. And I'm just going to put it out there. During his first regime, Felon 45 had most of his appointees were acting, because that means they don't have to go through the approvals process. So to actually step into the role. So just putting it out there, it means that they don't come under scrutiny, they don't get questioned, they don't make sure they're actually appropriate people for the job. Okay, but what I want to have a look. So the sanctions, apparently, oh, and I was going to split the deck while I'm talking about that. Uh, texting chain, yeah, this is huge. And as a few of you pointed out, apparently it happened on what was known as the Ides of March, and a lot of readers have been saying that the Ides of March is the start of the downfall. So yeah, the start of the downfall. But the Russian sanctions being lifted, apparently it's in exchange for no military action being taken in the Black Sea, which will enable ease of shipping. However, Russia has come out and said that they won't stop attacking in the Black Sea until the sanctions are lifted. Okay, lift the sanctions, and if they keep going, you got nothing. So I want to have a look. I did read, what was it, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that felon 45. I said, watch it. He'll be lifting the sanctions, and here we go. So let's have a look. How's that go? Okay. What do we need to know about using the Golden Universal Tarot for those that don't know the decks? Can't remember if I lifted that up, but anyhow, entertainment only. Show me the sanctions. Yeah, my brain is all over the shop today. Let's have a look. Feels like Blur's Day today. Is it Monday or Wednesday? Feels like a Thursday, Friday. I think I'll just call it Blur's Day. What do we need to know about these sanctions being lifted? What do we need to know? Okay, thank you. Don't know if they need to go through Congress or not. But let's have a look. I mean, it was a negotiation between the US and Russia. Ukraine, again, was not involved in the negotiations. What do we need to know? Okay, from felon 45s, from the felon 45 regime's point of view, what do we need to know about these sanctions being lifted? Why are they going to lift these sanctions? Why are they going to lift these sanctions? Why? Okay, show me what we need to know about these sanctions being lifted. What do we need to know about these sanctions being lifted? What do we need to know about these sanctions being lifted? Okay, thank you. Right, come on down. Oh, there's a card that's trying to pop out. Let's have a look. What do we need to know? Well, Two of Pentacles. Is it trying to juggle money? Trying to juggle resources? Trying to come to a decision? Standing on one leg? Russia is on its knees, basically. They're trying to juggle money, but it's also my money laundering card as well. So it's also my election manipulation card. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at, okay, thank you. I just got told quid pro quo. We gave you the election. You give us this sanction lifting is what I'm getting in those two. If you hear my guides, let me know. It's just me and the fur babies here at the moment. I'm getting the quid pro quo back and forth negotiations, all about getting money into Russia. So here's the opportunity. The challenge is the opportunity that is being presented, or the sanctions that are being presented. However, they've got to get this through, down that path and through that small archway. So the challenge is the quid pro quo offer is there. We scratch your back, you scratch ours. But the challenge is actually getting it through. Okay, foundation, the energy they're stewing in at the moment. Is this a new beginning? Or is it simply stepping off not looking where they're going and stepping off the cliff? The energy that they're in, the foolishness of it, shining a light on the foolishness of it. Okay, in the past, the invasion itself, Ukraine defending itself against the supposed might of Russia, but Ukraine has the higher ground. Ukraine is in the commanding position. I was going to say that Ukraine is in that, so that's in the past. That's why these sanctions are being lifted. Curious about this Fool card. Where's it going to go? Okay, crowning this reading, we have the Queen of Swords. It is about strategy. It is about, well, legal action being taken, a legal ruling being made. I don't know if they're going to be able to lift these sanctions. So let's see where this goes. Some sort of international ruling, I think. Okay, the immediate future is the Temperance card. trying to create alchemy, pouring from cup to cup, trying to find a solution. Okay, we've got externally the world card. Again, you've got Felon 45 at the top there, staring off the might of the bald eagle in the United States. But externally, you've got the world. I don't think the rest of the world's going to agree to this, but let's see how it goes. Internally, unity, coming together. Could be a solution. Let's see how we go. Celebration, circles of support. The outcome. It is my entrapped by the messaging card. Again, you've got the two figures here working out, but I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think it's going to work out. There's got this abuse of power, this betrayal, this deception. And I think movement forward is going to be stopped, going to be paused. I don't know that Ukraine is going to agree to this. There's something that's not yet been revealed that's going to fully expose actions behind this. Okay. I'm just seeing what's coming up. If I go to the bottom, we've got looking at what can be harvested, not yet ripe, not yet ready, disappointed in the financial outcome, emotionally overwhelming. Secrets about the money that they're trying to hide. So sitting on this big stash of money here. And then you've got the dark money behind the scenes and an investigation. Okay. What I'm getting out of this, interestingly enough, I mentioned it briefly yesterday, is that Felon 45 has supposedly investigating, or there's an act going through Congress to convert gold to Bitcoin. To me, this feels very much about a way to get the tied up money, the big stash that they're sitting on. Remember that there's all this seized property and bank accounts, etc. To get it to be able to get it to Russia is what I'm really feeling. It's not about, okay, there's lifting. The big one is the banking, is what I'm getting there. Am I right? Am I right? Is this lifting of the sanctions a cover? Well, there you go. You've got the partnerships and agreements there, and then you've got the plan for the overseas for bringing the ship in from overseas. Am I right? Is this agreement for the sanctions to be lifted a guise, a foil, a cover? If you can hear Bindi snorting away, she's having a roll on the carpet after chewing on her woolly stick. Is this lifting of the sanctions a guise to get funding to Russia? Is it a guise to get funding to Russia? Is it a guise? Oh, okay, looks like I'm doing three. Is it a guise? Okay. Money trail, hard work behind the scenes, a legal ruling, and the truth coming out. This is interesting. I mean, it's my Jack Smith card as well, but this is money trail. And then some sort of prosecution or legal that's going to put the sword of truth through the crown. Yes, secrets being revealed with the moon card. secrets being revealed in regards to this. The offer going to be rejected or not liking what is on offer or Could I have a reading for Felon 45 without this card turning up? I don't think so. And out of all that, this is the only money card here. I'm going to, okay, some sort of quid pro quo offer here to get the money to Russia, but it is stalled. They can't harvest it. They cannot harvest it. I don't know that the sanctions are going to, I'm going to say yes. It is a means to get money to, so it's not, I'm just going to say, it's not about, it's about getting money to Russia, seized money, laundered money, crypto money. That's what I'm getting, allegedly. There's going to be some sort of ruling here or an action taken, an announcement made that's going to cause this to be a nightmare. And so my next question is Ukraine going to agree to this? Because this is a US-Russia deal. This is not, Ukraine wasn't involved. Now, the regime in the US, well, first of all, the Russians seem to think that Ukraine or the West, Europe, are going to act like Russia would act. But the US regime seemed to think that Europe and Ukraine are stupid and can't see through this. So my question is Ukraine going to accept it? I don't think they will. There's a real awakening here, a collective awakening, a call to arms, the klaxon sounding, people waking up to what's happening. The challenge is they are bruised and battered and they've been fighting for, what is it, 3 years now? Nearly 3 years. So their challenge is they are weary, but we've got the world here at the foundation bringing things to an end. Yet here's the offer of this ceasefire. We've got the weighing up the options. Is Ukraine going to agree? I think Ukraine sees through this as being money laundering. I don't think they're going to accept it. The immediate future, I don't think they're going to accept it. A lot of arguing. Nothing's going to move forward. Internally, it's financial protection, holding on to the money. Hopes and fears are hidden agendas. The outcome, no, and then legal action being taken, or actions having consequences, but legal action. Look at these 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana to finish with. No, I don't think Ukraine are going to accept it. No, they don't like it. Harsh truth coming forward. We've got here the Emperor. My way, or you need to do it my way or the highway, possibly even attacking when they reject the offer. But then we've got the higher authorities with the ruling, packing up the truth moving forward, treason, betrayal, heartbreak, loss, betrayal. Felon 45 is going to attack Ukraine, may even just be verbally, but attack Ukraine big time about them not accepting this. I'm just going to say because he's made promises that he can't fulfill. We get that every single time with him. He's made promises that he can't fulfill. I don't think Ukraine's going to accept it because they know that if they accept it, there's no guarantee that Russia is going to stop. If the sanctions are lifted before the ceasefire, okay, let's have a quick look. Would Russia would Russia honour, if the sanctions were lifted, would the Kremlin honour the ceasefire agreement? You want that one? No, hidden agenda. Some sort of, yeah, no, I don't think they would. I don't think they would. I think they would continue with this fighting. She's holding the sunflower here. If Ukraine were to make an announcement they were going to accept, I don't think it will. If I go to the bottom, walking away from the deal. Russia can't be trusted, basically. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Oh, actually, I do want to have a look very quickly and just shut. Yeah. There's the agreement, the unbalanced agreement. Okay, what's going to happen to felon 45 if he can't get this sanctions ceasefire through? For those that were wondering how I shuffled, you just saw me shuffle. How's it going to play out for felon 45 if he can't get this lifted, if Ukraine does not agree? The hidden agenda. Okay, let's get shuffling. You want that one. Okay. How's it going to play out for felon 45 if he can't get these sanctions lifted? How's it going to play out? You want that one? Got down. Let's have a look. Right, that one came out first. Okay, am I walking away? Okay, so this might be Ukraine walking away. How's it going to play out for 45? Not well, actually. He may emotionally walk away from the situation as well, but he's going to find himself in all sorts of pickle. Here is the higher authorities making some sort of a ruling, whether this is the ICC or SCOTUS or the government itself, because it can be the government card. The energy's stewing in at the moment. The government, okay. Do not be surprised if he actually signs this as an executive order and makes a decree, expecting the two parties, Russia and Ukraine, to bow down in front of his benevolent ordering. Okay, we've got here in the past full illumination, fully exposed. Look at all the sunflowers there. He's got no clothes on. Ukraine know exactly. I think Ukraine know exactly what he's up to with this. Here's the partnership, the uncomfortable agreement that was made, being overseen by is this Raphael or Michael, the angel? I don't know my angels. But yeah, this agreement, it's there with the sun behind it for everybody to see. I think Ukraine fully is aware. Okay, we've got this King of Wands again making a action plan, an arrangement, it's my NATO card. How's it going to play out for 45? I think this is a NATO voicing support. How's it going to turn out for 45? Just chaotic messaging. Chaotic messaging, can't get it across the line, internally, emotionally losing the plot. Emotional breakdown. I keep saying he's going to have an emotional breakdown publicly, as opposed to Fleons, who's going to be privately a allegedly drug-addled psychotic breakdown. Hopes and fears, trying to keep a lid on the emotions. How's it going to play out for 45? Okay, Queen of Pentacles, Homeland Security, protecting the money, or nurturing the money. Let's see where this goes. Forced to retreat. Yeah. Strung upside down. He might find himself in a fairly precarious position because secrets being revealed. I think if he can't about voting, I think if he can't deliver, there's going to be, so there's the money that cannot be harvested, a legal ruling being made in regards to this. So possibly his decree goes up to SCOTUS and is blocked because he's going to find himself out in the cold as volatile information comes forward. And then we've got the Emperor again. Is this Russia? Oh, volatile information comes forward about him, felon 45, quite quickly. So when it starts to fall, it really falls quickly, aggressively, harsh truth, ending, sword of truth, same cards, different order because I put them back randomly, believe it or not. And then we've got money trail, information about the money, mercenary actions that have been stopped. And here's yet another year of the whistleblower. Okay. Is this him ducking for cover and fleeing as the klaxons are sounded about his betrayal and abuse? Okay, no tower moment there, but I'm just going to say, I don't think it's going to go through. I feel that he's going to make some sort of executive order and it's going to go potentially all the way up the SCOTUS or not. There will be a ruling on it and it won't go his way. So he can't fulfill his side of the deal. Not going to end well. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for joining me. Love to you all.